and welcome back to the Empowered Queen Show with your host, Marshea Mayfield, and my lovely guest that I have with me today, my friend, my superstar, my colleague. I absolutely love myself, some Philisha Mack. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It's just such an honor and a pleasure to be on this. I feel like a queen already.
We need to get tea.
Yes, I got coffee. I do have some coffee.
Yes. Listeners and viewers, you know how we do it, guys. We are here to host a conversation to share with you how you can continue to walk and shine as that empowered queen. And so Philisha is the owner and the founder of the Mack Institute, guys, where she creates content. And if you was like me when I began in the business industry, I'm like, content. So I can't wait till she share with you guys what she do and how it transitioned and changed your life and your business especially. So Philisha, I want you to share with the listeners as well as the viewers what it is that you do.
Absolutely. So the first thing I want to say is just thank you so much again for having me. This is such an honor. I just love you already know how much I adore you. So I just want to thank you so much for that. What you're doing is needed, is absolutely amazing. So I just want to thank you for inviting me. So with that being said, let me kind of break down what content is, because I feel like a lot of times individuals, they hear content development or content marketing, but they don't know what it is. So content really is in everything that you do, from your blogs to your website to even your business cards. A lot of people don't realize that. It really is. And it goes beyond just what you're writing, but it's about your core message and how you're communicating with your ideal client. And so content shows up in a lot of ways. When you're interviewing, when you are, talking about what you're doing, all of that is a part of your content story and your content marketing.
Wow. That's deep. I honestly didn't know. I didn't realize that business cards was considered content. That's great. Now, if you could tell us, how did you actually get involved in creating content? I mean, I know you have a wonderful, that brain is just amazing and all these great things going. But how did you find yourself being a content creator?
Yeah, so, I spent a lot of my time developing content, writing programs, developing strategic marketing plans for Fortune 500 companies. And one day, God woke me up like, wait a minute, you need to branch out and do this for yourself. You need to understand, your value. And that's something that I really teach my clients is, if you're looking for what you're passionate or what you're good at, look at what you're currently doing. Because a lot of people, they are working a 9-to-5, or they may be even transitioning or what have you. But it's like, look at what you're doing right now and see, how can you monetize that thing? How can you take what you're doing right now and actually create that income generating circle, is what I call a revenue wheel, which I know you talk about with your clients. So that is definitely something that stood out for me along my journey. The other thing I will say is just really the importance of leaning in on what I was good at. And what I'm good at is strategy, is, writing, obviously, creatively thinking, right? So I find that when I'm really in tune to my core genius, not what everybody else is telling me I need to do, but what I know that I'm good at, that's when the success came. That's when everything kind of came my way. So yeah, that's a long answer to your question.
If you're watching, what I want you to do now, because what Philisha said was so important, and comment, guys, let her know, communicate with her in the comment section below. But what she said was, she was doing this, correct me if I'm wrong, for Fortune 500 companies, making them millions of dollars doing what she was good at doing. And the light bulb went off like, ding. And so I'm asking you all today to just have a moment with yourself and ask, what am I doing for someone else, making them tons of money? I'm good at doing it. They pay me decent, but I know I could do more. Because this is what this young lady did. I mean, she took what she was great at doing, and she acknowledged her value, and she built a company that, the Mack Institute, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and you know what? I talk a lot about how a lot of people see where you are, but they don't see the journey. You know, they see the success. I had someone that told me the other day, Marshea, she said, I said, well, why do you want to start your own business? This is really, you know, different from what you're doing. And she said, well, because I'm tired of working hard. That's what she said. I'm tired. And I said, well, don't you realize that as a CEO, especially when you're first starting out, you're the first person to actually show up and you're the last to leave. When people you hire come on board, all of that good stuff, you have to actually train them so they get your vision. So there's so many different layers of being a boss, right? Being a boss that you really have to go through. So it's not easier. It's not easier. It's definitely a process. And I often tell individuals, because you can really get it misconstrued, looking online, looking on social media and seeing what people doing, popping up a pretty graphic, but you don't know what it took for someone to get where they are. And if I can just be transparent, I've sacrificed a lot. You know, I've sacrificed relationships. I've sacrificed personal time. I've sacrificed sleep. You know, I've sacrificed a lot. So it's like when you look at somebody, and that's why, you know, that's why I'm always in a space where I always say that we as entrepreneurs, especially women, we have to support each other. We have to support each other. Someone posted on my timeline, this must have been about a month ago. They said, you know, I'm tired of everybody copying me. That's what they said. I'm tired of everybody copying. And I said, well, wait a minute. If you're a leader, they're supposed to copy you. Right. You know, if you are a trailblazer, they're supposed to copy you. Yes. But you do what you do so that the person that comes behind you, they don't have to struggle and stay up late. Maybe you can give them some insight. And that insight could be your blessing, because you can turn that insight into your business. Yes. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. Come on, girl. I'm talking to somebody, yes. Right? Yes. It is so true. So don't stop looking at people doing what you do as copying you, because that's not what it is. When people are inspired, I call it inspired. When they're inspired about what you do, it's okay. You want to say, girl, that's great. Let me give you a website that's easier for you to do your registrations. You know what I'm saying? Because no one can do it like you. I don't care if you gave them the blueprint, the book, if you handed it over to them, they cannot do it like you. So get out of the spirit of feeling like somebody is going to steal what is yours. God has already ordained you for the greatness that you have that's already out in front of you, but you're so busy looking at everybody around you, wondering if they're copying you, wondering if they're trying to steal your idea, if they called you just to pick your brain for an idea, that you already missed your blessing.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, girl. Girl, I feel like I was in church. I like to say amen. That was great to me. That was awesome. And so, Philisha, with that being said, what would you say to a person that's completely brand new, that has an idea of moving over into entrepreneurship? What encouraging word would you leave with them?
I would let them know to really take a moment, right? And ask yourself why you want to do what you're saying that you want to do. Clarity is everything. Clarity is everything. And what I find, especially when I work with individuals like on a mastermind level, is that what you even think that you want to do, maybe you want to do a certain part of it or a certain component, but it's not truly perhaps what the path that you should take. So clarity is going to save you time. It's going to save you a lot of energy. It's going to save you some money. So really, really get crystal clear about why you are doing what you're doing and what your purpose is. Because I'll tell you what, just because you see somebody else selling tea and making a certain amount of money, that does not mean that you should do it. Just because you see somebody popping up with this and popping up with that, and they made $5,000 in a week, that does not mean that you should do it. So sometimes we have to understand that our path, the path that we choose, it may not have instant gratification. You know, I spent over a year in my business serving, not making money, but serving. And when I tell you, that was the greatest thing that I could have ever done, because one day it was just like, I don't even know if God opened the gates, but that one day everything switched. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. So you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process.
That's awesome. And I hope you guys, you know, and I say that 100 times, I hope you caught that. I hope you got that. I hope you're taking notes in this nugget. But I want to reiterate what you said. You spent 1 year, guys, 12 months. And if I could calculate the days, I would say it. Are you willing to spend that amount of time and sacrifice serving? And so that's what I would say to you when you're making that decision. Trust the process, Philisha said, but are you willing to serve? You got to trust. People need to trust you. They're not going to, as Philisha said, you look and you got this nice flyer and these things are cute and they're fancy and your photos shoot, you know, making you feel some type of way. But why would that person spend money with you? And so because she chose to spend 1 year of sacrifice, and I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Not at all. It wasn't easy at all. No, absolutely. And you really have to, and I say that's really what sets people apart, because the reality is it takes a level of commitment. And so it has to be really about more than money. It has to be something that you know that every day you want to wake up and do it. Even when I wasn't making money in my business, it's like people will be like, Philisha, you working again? Yes. Because I just loved it so much and I still love it, right? So you have to find that thing that even when you're not making money, oh, it's like I'm still getting up, getting dressed, sitting in front of my computer, doing my videos, doing whatever. But that is the type of tenacity that it takes. And I feel like we are in a space right now with social media just going so fast. Every day there's a new platform and things of that sort, that sometimes we equate the loudness of individuals jumping on social media and being loud and doing a lot. We equate that as success. But the reality is that it's the opposite. Sometimes it's the opposite. And listen, I'm the social media queen, honey, right? But at the same time, you have to stop building and relying on social media platforms to build your business. You know, we just got the update about Google Plus, how they are just totally changing their platform. What if that was Facebook? What if that was Instagram? What if that was Snapchat? And it did not allow you to reach or serve people the way that you are. What would you do? What would you do? You know, and the majority of individuals, they're so social media based, they don't even take advantage of the opportunity sitting in their backyard. So we have to just smarten up in the age that we're in with social media and everything, and understand the importance of taking a step back and building a sustainable business.
Awesome, awesome. Now, Philisha, if you could tell us, is that some of the things that you do with your clients? Do you teach your clients?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit how you work with individuals.
Yeah, so what I have found is, you know, the beginning of my business, I did a lot of group coaching. Like I did group coaching, I did, you know, events and things of that sort. But now I really, really enjoy having more intimate settings for the clients that I serve. And so that's at a higher level. And so right now I'm doing a lot of one-on-one coaching. I'm actually maxed out, and I'm doing a lot with my global mastermind program. And so it's very important for me not to just create content for someone, but to really allow them to understand the systems that are running their business, so that of course they can have a sustainable business. I never want someone to be dependent on the Mack Institute for anything. You know, if anything, I want it to be the opposite. So I teach my clients strategy surrounding creating a multiple six-figure sustainable business. And I believe that is, you know, both on and offline. So yeah, so that's what we do. I mostly serve individuals through my global mastermind program, as well as through my business recharge one-on-one coaching.
Awesome, awesome, great. So guys, you heard what she does, and she does an amazing job. I've actually hired Philisha to do several things for my company, and she does an amazing, amazing job. And you know that I only bring the best before you guys. So I encourage you that if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, Philisha's information will be located in the Post-it notes so that you could reach out and have a personal conversation with her. I think you also offer consultations as well.
I do. And what I started to do is I used to do 30-minute consultations, but now what I do is 15 minutes, because I was like, look, I don't need 30, 45, an hour. Give me 15 strong minutes with you, and we will definitely turn your business around. And so you can schedule a 15-minute session with me at themackinstitute.com. It's the first thing that pops up when you go to my site.
Awesome, awesome. And again, that link will be posted, guys, in the show notes. Reach out to her. 15 minutes. Did you just hear what the lady said? 15 minutes could change your life and your bank account, baby. I love it. I love it. So, Philisha, I really do personally thank you for just sharing and helping us to understand what is content. You know, that the things we say and we do and we write, that is creating content. And that if we need assistance in doing that, then we can reach out to you and your company for that. So was it anything you want to share with us, Philisha?
Yeah, there is actually. I just had a thought when you were talking, and I know a lot of your viewers may have books, right? A lot of people are writing books now. And so I want to encourage you guys that if you have a book and maybe you're speaking or what have you, that it is very easy for you to turn that book into a program or a digital or a physical product that you can actually sell. So that's one of the things that we assist clients with as well.
Awesome, awesome. And also, once again, when I tell you I hired her, she has a book for me, a workbook that has served millions of people. And the thing that I don't even know if you understand the magnitude of what you do. I mean, I'm sure you know your worth. I know you know that. But when I say the magnitude, because I think about the book the workbook that you created for me and my company, so many women has been served by your service, you know, by the service that you submitted to me. So it's just amazing, guys. A lot of times as women, what I want to say to you, we don't know it all. And I know most times we try to act like we wear a lot of hats and, you know, we want to feel that we do, but we have to reach out to get support and assistance in our area. And you think about what level are you anticipating going? You know, where do you want to go and who do you need to help you to get there? And so we have the experts such as Philisha here to help you, to push you, to pull you, to put you in the place and give you the information, the content that you need. And always remember, this is the purpose of the Empowered Queen Show. I teach you and I support you and I serve you and I share with you how you could always show up and be that empowered queen in your life, whether it's in your finances, whether it's in your health, your fitness, or in your business, guys. And Philisha, if you don't have anything else,
I can keep going. If you have any other questions for me, otherwise I'm good.
I honestly don't. You gave so much value, like so much. I don't want to slip it down their throats, right? But we definitely want to see about getting you back on, because I would like to actually do some, you know, some training with some individuals.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sharing with them what they can do as far as their product creation and so forth. But guys, you got to let us know in the comment section. You have to tell Philisha and I what it is that you want. Say in the bottom, Philisha, we need you. Come back. We want you. So,
listen, I would love to come back. It's just I've had so much fun talking to you for this short time. So thank you again for having me.
Awesome, so much. Again, guys, the link will be posted in the bottom. Reach out to her for your consultation, completely free. And this is Marshea Mayfield, the host of the Empowered Queen Show. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you.